like the this the I guess not the cinematic cutscene, but there's brief parts where it shows like a little cutscene that you can't when you're watching the game, intertwined with actual gameplay on Camino while it's raining and lightning. It's amazing. I loved it. What do you think, Eric?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I said it to these guys already. It's probably one of the best. I mean, if not boss fight I've played, but this lightsaber fight it really felt real. It felt kinetic. It felt there's a lot of energy in that fight.
It wasn't like
very emotional. I mean, I cared about every single move that was happening.
And by the way, we won the international LCC contest. Just to let you guys know.
I think it's second to Rivals.
Yeah. When it comes to how amazing of a fight it is, it's probably the second best lightsaber fight I've ever seen in my life. Our lightsaber fight being the first.
All right. Anyways, story-wise, like, what happens during that part, right?
Well, I mean, he eventually makes it to
he makes it to Juno.
Vader.
He's talking to Vader. Vader tells, this is before the fight, to people listening out there. He says, "Where is she?" And he said, and it's acted out really well. And Vader,
you don't have to do the whole scene.
Yeah. Well, basically he's holding Juno, her life literally in his hands. Makes him bow to do his will.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's how the fight starts. And, it ends very emotionally with, Starkiller supposedly winning.
Well, you're kind of in the middle there a little bit. How did you guys do the, like in the first battle against Vader, when you guys had to fight and he brings up all these clones? Like, what did you guys do when, like, all these clones are around you?
I would just mind trick all the clones and have them attack Vader.
Did you attack Vader during the same time then? Or?
No, actually, I like to sit back and watch him destroy all the clones because
I love.
I mean, as much as I'm supposed to hate Vader as the bad guy, I love Darth Vader. And whenever I can see him laying smackdown, I want to sit back and watch and eat popcorn. It's great.
That's pretty much the same thing I did. I would make sure I mind tricked every single one of the clones.
And he would just take him out.
I just watch him fight. I mean, and he would get hurt, so I mean, it would help.
I mean,
but here's the thing. I mind tricked him, all the clones as well. But one thing, like for me, like I just want to move on with that. I thought it was kind of long. Like I thought it was needlessly long.
I mean, I actually enjoyed it. I liked going from like platform to platform, and then every once in a while he would throw tanks
falling
at
off
me.
sometimes.
I never fell off.
I fell a couple times.
Yeah, it's got to be mindful of where you are, Shane. Jeez.
I know. I'm sorry.
But anyway, I mean, I never felt bored during that part. I liked watching him fight clones. I liked that part where he just, it's kind of reminiscent of Yoda and Palpatine in the Senate when they're throwing the big platforms at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
See, I remember the first time I played it, and he brings all the clones, so like you're either fighting the clones or you're mind tricking them, and he's throwing things at you at the same time, and then he's also manipulating the platform you're on, and it starts falling.
Yeah, that was
the first time I did that. I was like, oh
first
crap!
Time whoa, what's going on here?
I gotta get out of here, and I tried to run. And
I tried to jump and I missed.
Yeah, I missed it too. I was like, son of a.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't expecting that, and like it caught me off guard, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
And like the next time it happened, whatever. I mean, I didn't stay there that time. I jumped off as
yeah,
soon
you
as I
got
could.
out there real
but,
quick.
Yeah. I like that part of the fight.
Yeah, it was. For me, I was just trying to get through the scene. Cause I just wanted to see the story. That's why at that point I was so invested in the story. I want to get on with that story, and I love the gameplay. I thought it was cool. The gameplay's improved much in this game, but I kind of thought that part was needlessly long, and it felt like I wasn't hurting Vader. No matter what I did, it still would take forever to kill him. But like after that scene, when you get outside of that and you're in the rain, I thought that for the people listening out there, that's what I was talking about earlier when I was describing the awesomeness of that fight. I was talking about the fight after that fight when you're fighting the clones. Out in the rain when you're controlling the lightning, I thought it was great. You know what I mean? I thought the character moments were great. I thought the story was cool. I thought the performances from the actors, I thought they were all great. I thought they were believable things that that Vader would say after
When I was
yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say when I was fighting Vader in that part, I mean that's the part that kind of drug on for me, especially when I tried to beat on like the Unleashed difficulty.
Yeah.
Like I was like playing it and like I couldn't get Vader to die. The only thing I could do is I could when he would attack, I'd block it and then strike him right after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't get like anything else to work on him. Like none of my force powers or anything.
Well, he's Darth Vader. It's hard to beat.
I mean, at least the other way I had.
Well, you complained.
I had the mind trick and stuff like that. But
Oh.
I mean, I liked it for the most part. I know you guys really like when he manipulates the lightning.
Well, okay.
Yeah, that was great.
Why do you not like when he manipulates the lightning?
Well, the first time he did, I thought he just used force lightning.
Well, heck no.
And I was like, that's
Vader
stupid. Vader can't use force lightning.
Well, they hate him black.
But he can affect the world around him, which is what he does. He doesn't throw the lightning. He just changes the courses.
I think it would affect him somehow. Using lightning and he's
it doesn't touch him.
It doesn't even touch him.
Yeah, he just.
I don't know. I just
doesn't touch him, man.
It's just weird seeing Vader.
Oh!
It's just weird seeing Vader use lightning. I don't know. I just didn't like it. So, but I mean, other than that, I don't know. That part just seemed like it kind of drug on longer than the other part.
I did feel like when you had to do the quick time event where you had to keep tapping O or whatever you're tapping to keep shocking Vader.
Yeah.
I kind of felt that was long.
It was, but I liked it.
I got to the point I didn't think you had to do it anymore. I thought about just letting go because I think it was going to do the same thing either way. I didn't feel like I was affecting it at all.
Yeah, like gameplay wise, I didn't like that part. But like when
I preferred that than having to press a bunch of different buttons because I could actually just watch it rather than have to keep my eye out for.
As a game, I didn't like that part. But like Eric said, watch I don't have those scenes yet because my modem's broken, so I can't download them. I've been watching that part on YouTube over and over again, and like when I just watch it now, watch the actual gameplay. When you actually see, like you said earlier, Eric, to me before this podcast, like when you see Starkiller using force lightning or using that lightning, and you know what I mean, it looks so cool doing it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I actually watch him. The animation looks good. I'm like, man, he looks so cool.
It looks almost like
if I ever do if I ever do force lightning in a fan film, I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? Again, yeah. Watch Rivals, people.
We'll have a link.
Okay.
I didn't like the camera in there either. Like the whole time I'd always hold R1 so I'd be locked on Vader.
Yeah.
But when I got him close to the lightning, cause when you hit him back and he hits the lightning, he gets hurt a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then all of a sudden, the camera would go all crazy, and I'd end up in the lightning, and I'd get hurt every time.
I did hate when there's that part right there. I forgot about that. There's a part right there where I kept getting shocked by the lightning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, what the heck?
Well, don't get into it. It's lightning.
Well, it wasn't like it was like me doing it. It was like the camera would change and go all crazy.
Yeah,
and then the direction I was holding it, you would just run into it.
You couldn't go left or that was weird. Okay, that was kind of wonky. I need to I've only actually played that part once.
Maybe it's because I've been playing a lot of Uncharted 2, but it seems like I almost never did any of the locking. I kind of just as I was fighting, I'd move my camera. As I was fighting, so I never felt like I never had a problem with the camera. I mean, I never locked on. I just moved my camera and shot forward.
Yeah.
But I've been doing that a lot when other games I've been playing. So maybe it's just I'm in practice and I don't know.
Maybe we're just out of practice, Aaron. What do you think?
Maybe you guys just want to
so.
I didn't have a problem.
Well, I don't know. I haven't played Uncharted 2 for a while.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should get it. It's a good game. Anyway, so
for people listening out there, Eric has borrowed Uncharted 2 Among Thieves from Aaron. He's had it for 5 months.
Well, as soon as Aaron asks for it back, I'll give it back. But
yeah.
Luckily,
so Aaron just needs to buy his own copy.
He's a pussy and won't ask for it back. No, he's been very good and let me play it.
All right.
He has. I don't play a lot of games, so it's nice to have that one.
Do you own any games?
Force Unleashed 1.
Oh.
Force Unleashed 2. Mario Kart.
All right. Those are the good ones. All right. You guys want to cover the endings?
Yeah.
We didn't mention anything about the endings of 1. We mentioned the ending. Did we want to cover that at all?
No, maybe we don't need to.
Not really? Okay.
Yeah, we're good on 1.
All right.
Because, obviously the light side ending was the canon one, which it always is for people out there who, think differently.
I think they should change it, make the dark side ending.
No!
Sometime.
Nope.
No!
That's stupid.
I think at the end of 3, Starkiller should be evil, and that's why he dies. Just something like that.
Jeez.
But I think in this one, I've seen both endings in the first one, and I don't think they're really too related at all. You know what I mean? Like this one, we talked about it a little bit more, but they give hints both ways, as to kind of what's going on.
Let's tell what happens first. Let's go over first with the canon. I mean, what was almost certainly the canon. Obviously the canon ending, which is the light side ending.
Eric, go. Eric, what happened with the light side?
Okay, the light side ending is that seemingly Starkiller has put Vader into submission, and he's about ready to kill him. And then, just like in the first game, Coda comes out and says, "No, don't kill him. That would be the wrong thing to do. We need to interrogate him. We got to capture him, put him on trials for crimes against the Republic, and he's going to, and then we'll execute him. And also, he's the only one that knows if you're a clone or not. So in the light ending, you let Vader live. He's captured by the rebellion. You get reunited with Juno, and it's kind of a happy ending.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of left with a
there's cool moments there, like that moment between Vader and Starkiller.
Yeah, and
that was awesome.
And it ends with Vader in captivity, which a lot of people don't like, but in light of the dark side ending, I think you're given a lot more information to think that maybe there's a little bit more here going on than we really think.
Yeah, you go ahead and discuss the dark side ending.
With the dark side ending, you learn that it's the same scenario. You have Vader on his knees, seemingly beat, but if you try to kill him, then out of nowhere comes this perfect clone, as Vader says, and it kills you.
Kills you and kills everyone you're with.
It kills everybody you're with, and
takes out Coda, the rebels, everyone.
And then Vader, gives him a new mission to go and find the rebels and kill them all and bring justice to the enemies of the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, whenever you play the challenges in this game, and you open these secret cutscenes that have they're just I don't know what you would call them. They're like 30-second little cutscenes that are just pretty much voice actors acting, and then
they kind of run like little comics.
They're kind of like little comics.
It just shows a picture and has the voice acting at the same time.
But the last one you unlock, it's Vader talking to that Dark Apprentice, and he says, you need to hide yourself and be very close, because if things don't go the way I want them to go, then you need to take action. So we got to figure out, what does Vader want? What is all this about? Why did he seemingly let Starkiller get out and come back? He was obviously trying to draw Starkiller back. That's why he took Juno.
Yeah.
That's why he hired Boba Fett.
Yeah.
What is Vader's plan? And it seems to me that the light side ending is what Vader wanted, because if Vader didn't want that, then the Dark Apprentice
would have done something
about it. Obviously everything that happening according to Vader's plan. So when you take the dark side ending's information that and whenever you watch the dark side ending, the Apprentice, when you see him come out, he doesn't like step onto camera. He appears out of nowhere. Obviously, he's using some kind of force cloaking ability.
Well,
the idea is that he's there, cloaked in the light side ending too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those
connects his endings together.
The Terror, I don't remember what they're called.
The Terror Troopers, yeah.
Yeah, Terror Troopers. Like, they have like a similar thing. Like, they can just disappear and reappear.
I couldn't tell if that was maybe was that a technology, or was that a force trick they were using?
I don't know.
So, no, because I'm not sure if they were like, how you had like the acolytes were clones and the saber. I kind of want to think that they're the clones too. Is that what you guys
because they
up
had
them?
those like remember the Starkiller, the evil Starkiller had those long fingers, like 9 fingers. Yeah. They had those too, and it kind of seems like maybe they were.
Yeah, I kind of want to feel that they're like clones too, or something.
But also, when you think about it, in the first game, weren't there cloaked stormtroopers in the first game?
Yeah, there were.
That went invincible. So I don't know exactly what we're dealing with when it comes to the Terror Troopers, but I think when it comes to the Dark Apprentice, I mean, Starkiller would have sensed if he was there, but if he's using some kind of cloaking ability to hide himself in the Force and hide himself from sight, then that's obviously a Force power, which is one that we don't get to utilize, which would be kind of cool if they maybe
turn invisible.
If for 3 and they need to find some new Force powers, maybe they'll have some kind of stealth involved. I mean, I guess that doesn't really
maybe you can place
like in Halo, just run around invisible.
Yeah,
that'd be something neat.
Yeah, but anyway, so the idea is that did Vader mean to be captured or not? My guess is, with all of the information given on the extra cutscenes, with watching the dark side ending,
watching both of them, getting all the information, Vader is exactly where he wants to be.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah.
I think it's really weird though, because I mean, there's obviously a gap. We need to have it filled to try to figure out what's going on, but.
Because Vader's on his way right now. He's on his way to Dantooine, and as we know,
they don't know where it is.
He has no idea what that is.
Because if you go to episode 4, when they're asking Princess Leia for where's the rebel hidden base, and she says it's on Dantooine. Well, going with what we know from Force Unleashed 2, shouldn't Vader be like, I've been there already. It's not there no more. They moved it.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. But we don't.
One thing though. Okay, in light of the graphic novel, Boba Fett is hired to kill Starkiller.
Mm-hmm.
And there's times when if you read the graphic novel, there's a time at the end when where he could have killed Starkiller.